Life is good, everybody.
Life is good.
Life is good. Lawrence, you want to start us off?
Is life good, Lawrence?
Life is good, man.
Is life good, Lawrence?
Life is good, man.
There we go.
Life is good, man. What's going on, guys?
Episode 95?
6.
96?
No.
We
5.
95, right?
I don't know.
Banana Shoes was the last episode, right?
Yeah, and that was 95, I
That
thought.
was 94.
Was it?
I don't fucking...
No, we're in 6.
We're in prime Asian baby girl range right now.
95.
95.
95, bro.
95. You were right.
Yeah.
95, the year Luke was born.
Nope. 93 was the year I was born, sir.
Almost had you.
Almost. Close.
100,000 for the cheapest ring on a nigga finger, little bitch.
Wow. Oof. Wow.
Lawrence made us watch. First, he made us listen, and then he made us watch the video.
I mean, he just
for Life is Good right before we started.
Refused to pod without watching it first.
Because I figured we needed to talk about just the.
Well, there's a lot of things going on in that video.
Yeah,
a lot of good things in that video.
So, not only does it look like we're getting a Dirty Sprite 2.
Yes.
Or no,
4?
No, I mean, what was the tape called?
What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, we're getting What a Time to Be Alive too.
I don't think we're getting a What a Time to Be Alive. I think we're getting a future project.
Yeah.
Because this is actually a future track. This is a future track featuring Drake. It's not a.
Yeah. So we're getting a Dirty Sprite 3, or we're getting a Life is Good,
Dirty
whatever.
Sprite 4.
Yeah, whatever. There's so many. I have no idea.
The man drops mixtapes left and right.
I mean,
well, yeah, he
dropped 2 albums at the same time.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
did.
So I'm a big Future fan.
As
I'm
am I.
happy to see this. This actually, it sounds a lot better than a lot of the things he's put out in the last. Like The Wizard was cool.
Yeah.
I like The Wizard, but
nothing really made it on my radar.
on The Wizard,
No, yeah, pretty much anything from like Future for the past like 2 years hasn't really.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had some. I mean, this is a to me this is a step in the really right direction, going back to Super Future. I mean, he came correct on this song to the point where you don't want to hear Drake's verse.
No.
Like it's like Drake, and then
you tolerate Drake.
Yeah, because you tolerate Drake for the song.
Yeah.
And then when Future comes on, you're like, oh shit.
It's like, okay, that's his boy. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'll listen to this boy for a bit, but this is a Future track.
Mm-hmm. I ride for my niggas. I lie to my bitch. Woo, we some poor high class niggas made it. We rich. Yeah, that's a great line right there.
That's a great line.
That's really hard. I know Chris can't say like a lot of those words in it, but he does. He probably does say it when no one's around.
No,
that's right.
I do not. We're not doing this narrative.
Yeah, he lives with a bunch of white people, so they say it all the
they
time.
No.
To each other.
No.
To each other.
Nah, you're right. We've been blasting ends when no one's around.
There you go. But it's definitely right now. I mean, obviously the year is early, but this is so far to me the song 2020 so far.
Ooh,
it's early. It's the first.
Well, you know what this is establishing is
What?
that there's a song good enough to be all like, all right, we got a number 1 right now.
Yeah,
Right now,
So
this
everybody
yeah.
is going to be chasing this drop.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, obviously it's the second week in January.
Yeah. But now there's already a
song,
standard
but-
for the
There's
year.
a fettuccine line in there, which makes my Italian heart happy.
Yeah.
And also, that's my last name, so it gets me excited.
Oh yeah, I'm your host Luke Trevisi with my co-hosts Lawrence Deloach and Chris
Fettuccine.
Chris
That's me.
Fettuccine.
So what did we enjoy? We enjoyed the song, obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, song is great.
Yeah.
We got some cameos. We got 21 Savage.
21 was in
Yachty.
there. Yachty was in there.
Yachty.
Mike Will was in it. There was a
Yeah.
bunch of people, and we got a fucking name drop.
We got a Virgil name drop.
Yeah.
So everyone was shitting themselves over this watch
Yeah.
Paddock.
that he posted. Yeah, let me try to find it. Yeah.
There we go.
Paddock watch.
I don't know if it's a hot take, but that's an ugly watch.
I'm not a fan.
No.
There's too much going on, man.
Like, why is he Sonic trying to fucking
Yeah, is he
save Angel Island here? Like, why is it so green?
See, Lawrence, Sonic is a character that has green crystals that he carries around, and he uses the crystals to become supersonic.
That's
and
true.
This looks just like a crystal from fucking
It
Sonic.
looks like a Chaos Emerald.
It really does look like a Chaos Emerald.
It's kind of nuts.
Y'all trying to act like I ain't play Sega Genesis before you were born.
Bro, I don't even know what you...
I was playing Genesis before you even
Bro, I don't know
born,
what
bro.
nerd shit you're on. I really don't.
I-
Sometimes you'll surprise me, and then other times I'm like, how do you not know this one?
I played all the Sega Genesis in the world before
Uh-huh.
Luke Trevis was even conceived.
Oh, God.
He's dominating you with his age.
He's dominating.
Pause.
So, all right. With that being said,
What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's. I don't like the watch per se, but I mean,
No,
once
the
again,
watch stinks.
What does it look like on wrist?
There's no wrist shots,
There's no wrist shots.
at least that I could find.
No.
Although, you know what? So last week when we were talking about the Action Bronson Adidas?
Yeah.
I got killed in the fucking Discord
Oh,
the
you
next
got
day.
murdered.
Yeah, they just fucking.
They were like, it
People
took us,
immediately, as they were listening to the episode, were like, "Yo, I found a."
I found a link.
Yeah, I
found
was like,
another
"Yo,
link.
what the fuck?"
Yo, this took 20 seconds. Chris is dumb. He's not looking up the right
Well,
thing.
I mean, they didn't really. You know, they were just like, "Here you go, Chris."
It's implied.
Yeah, general consensus, Chris.
It's
Yeah.
implied.
So the Discord will probably find a picture of this on Drake's wrist, like.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, immediately.
Don't
Before
even-
it even comes out, they're sending me a
Don't
fucking.
even try. Don't even try looking it up. They'll make us feel stupid. Hop in the Discord if you find a picture of Drake with the watch on, and post tag Cheney in it. And let him know he's stupid.
But yeah, it's not a good watch.
No, I'm not a
apparently it was $100,000,
Stupid.
and it's a Virgil collab. Apparently,
Yeah, it's a Virgil collab, Off-White Virgil collab.
That's I don't what.
I don't know. 3 total mentions, I guess, was in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, life is good, but what is this watch for?
So we just agree this watch stupid.
It's stupid. If anybody buys this,
I don't know if it's. I think it's not for everyone. It's not. It's not for the sup podcast crew, but it.
No,
No.
we don't approve.
Well, you know what? I kind of think more people are. Well, wait before we go anywhere. So, like, what's the consensus of the song? Like, this good song.
I just said it.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
really good song.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool. I think people. What I was going to segue into is I think people are trying to like realize that everything Virgil does is kind of weird and
Yeah.
Mhm.
off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Joe Rogan mentioned him on his podcast.
Oh yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
He didn't mention Virgil per
No,
se.
but he mentioned
the kids
He mentioned his product.
he mentioned the product and how he got his son he got his kid a pair of Off-White and how they want to keep the zip tie on. Which Virgil in the past has said you should cut the zip tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
back to our way back in the history of this podcast, we've had a similar conversation with things like this, which with the original conversation was stickers on hats.
Yeah.
mhm.
This is a sticker on hat situation to me.
Do you keep the sticker on or not? Yeah.
Yeah, I would take it off.
You take off the tab?
Yeah, the tag's coming off.
Well, I think with Off-White, when the 10 first released, a lot of people tended to wear the tag.
Yeah.
And as now time has passed, people do not wear
Yeah.
the tag on the shoes.
I agree. You wear them. I think you wear the tag once, maybe twice at most, just so that you have for the novelty of it that you've worn it, and then you take them off and you enjoy your shoes.
I think I've worn on my Prestos. I wore the tag one time, and that was to a basketball game.
Yeah.
And then
You were watching or you were playing?
I was watching.
Okay.
That's when I had and I sat courtside, so I
Okay.
just basically
Yeah, it was a courtside flex.
Oh
It
no,
was
that's
a
the
court-
courtside flex.
Which
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? This annoys me.
What?
Because you should stand within your morals, and
Uh-huh.
I do think that wearing the tag is stupid. But if I had a pair of sneakers with a tag,
you wear the
courtside,
tag-
I would
yeah,
leave
yeah.
them on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%. Like,
Now-
everybody has to know.
Now I wouldn't, but this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So this was early 2018, and I remember I was the first time I wore the Prestos, and I was like, you know what, Lawrence should sing courtside, wear a bright yellow hoodie and and the Off-White Prestos with the
Ball
tag.
out.
We enjoy it. You're sitting
Yeah.
courtside, but I did wear the tag on the Chicago's when Chris and I did that show on CBS.
Yeah.
because it was for a product shot. I
It's
felt
a
like it was,
credibility check, dog.
but now I wouldn't wear them.
No.
I wouldn't wear the tag on any of those.
Oh.
So, when I do late night, if I do late night, I wouldn't wear the tag on them. I wouldn't even wear them on late
No,
night.
no,
I
no.
probably
Because you're
would.
wearing Jaspers.
I'm not
You're
wearing.
wearing
I'm not
Jaspers,
wearing
yeah.
Jaspers. Who do I look like, man?
You said
look like
you said on this
Jasper Deloach.
podcast.
I know.
You said
I know.
on this podcast you were gonna wear the Jasper.
I know.
Jasper Deloach.
No, I don't know. That's a stupid flex. That's like
That's what comedy's all about. Is stupid flexes.
comedy is not.
This is all a stupid flex. Do
Yeah.
you not understand?
All of this.
Everything that is going on in streetwear today is a stupid flex.
And then it's gonna be dead, so you better take advantage now.
Yeah.
How many people? I mean, how many comedians flex like that? Not many.
Not many. And
Not
we've
many.
kind of had a
Joe
soft
Coy.
conversation on the podcast about that.
Yeah.
Like the comedians that wear the. But Che is up there. Fucking Jared Freed is up there. There's not too many like dudes that do that, but nobody wears the shit on
No.
stage. I
Joe
think.
Coy wore the Off-White Prestos for his Seattle special. No tag.
Yeah, no tag. I mean, you're
No
doing
tag.
an hour special. I mean, you
Yeah,
just
he's got to be mobile.
But it's weird. Late night,
Yeah.
wear the tag.
Wear the tag.
Hour special, don't wear the tag.
No, that's too much time.
Hour, too much. 5 minutes, tag
Yeah.
okay.
tag okay.
Tag's okay.
Flex on him.
That's my Seinfeld analysis of the
Yeah.
tag. Tag for an hour, I don't know.
Mhm.
Tag for 5 minutes, tag's okay.
Tag's okay.
Tag's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
The tag's okay. I bet Seinfeld has a pair of Off-White ones.
Yeah, he's just kind of a sneakerhead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he's a big one. I bet he has the UNCs.
Probably.
Because he's also a blue guy because he likes the Mets.
Blue guy.
I saw a stand-up comedian do Conan wearing a pair of Off-White UNCs. Nori Davis wore.
Oh, Nor?
No, he flexes.
Nor, yeah.
Nor's a flex.
Yeah.
He wore a pair of UNCs. But he also wore it with a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, that was a little much.
So much flexing.
That's a lot
Ooh.
of flexing.
That's a lot of flexing.
You know, because Luke and I, Lawrence and I had a conversation without you, Luke, before you joined the podcast about what we would wear in our late night set.
Right.
What is your fit?
Does it have to be stuff I own right now?
Nah.
I mean, no, but
I mean, I don't want you to be like, I'm wearing mags and you don't.
No,
you
no,
don't
I'm
know.
not wearing mags for sure. I've thought about this a couple times. I think I was gonna do. For a while, I wanted to do like a all floral print suit,
Mm-hmm.
like floral top, floral bottom.
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, well, hold on, it's gonna get louder.
Oh my God.
And then do like roses, like rose fucking top and bottom, red shirt, tie, just black shoes, real simple.
No one's gonna hear your jokes over your
It's
fucking
over
outfit.
how loud it is.
That's the thing. It's do you want your
do you want
outfit
it to be fucking loud?
Do you want your outfit to be louder than your jokes?
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, maybe I'll just do fucking canary yellow Off-Whites at this
Oh
point.
God, you're gross.
You hate it. You hate it. Don't hate on it.
Oh wait, just while we at it right
You
now,
know
what are you wearing right now, just so we can go through it? Just we talk
APC,
about what we're wearing.
APC jeans, APC hoodie, Fear God raids. That's it.
Okay.
Jordan 4s, John Elliott jeans, J. Crew long sleeve T-shirt.
I got the bomber fucking court victory pumps, tennis ball pumps, and then I got the fucking Levi samples, and I got a Travis Scott hoodie on.
Oof.
There you go, Discord.
Astroworld.
That was just for you. We all hate doing that, but we did it just for
We
you.
did it just for you. Yeah, I gotta think about this more.
So yeah, so Joe Rogan. Let's not
Yeah,
to derail. He goes online, and then everyone just fucking these young kids rail on Joe Rogan. They're like,
So
"Boomer, you fucking old bum," because he
Uh-huh.
basically, that's one thing I'll say, and I will say that.
You can afford them.
Well, he can afford them, but what I think a lot of times is when you get, Joe Rogan's what, in his late 40s, probably early 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up there. He's up there.
Yeah, he's
He's-
actually up there. I'd be surprised if he wasn't older than that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
55
I'm sure
maybe?
he's like in his 50s. I gave him 40, but yeah, he's 52.
52.
Okay, so he's early 50s, right?
He's not. This is not for him.
But
No.
what I'm saying is, this is what I always, a lot of the times when you get to a certain age, you lose touch with, I'm not saying you got to be 52 knowing all the streetwear
Yeah,
and
no,
everything
for
that's
sure, I
going on,
understand.
but
Yeah.
a lot of times you just lose sight of it's what when Rogan was 20, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was shit that dudes that was 50 didn't understand. It's one of those things, like even when I talk to younger people, I'm me being in my 30s and in my mid 30s, and people ask me what type of music do I listen to, and they always expect me to say Wu-Tang Clan or Nas or
Oh damn.
and when I say, I fucks with Future, Travis Scott, fucking, Bobby Schmurd, like all these a lot of these younger dudes,
Yeah.
people don't expect that, and it's like, nah, like if that's what keeps you hip, not
Yeah.
hip, but you stay in the loop to me.
Yeah. It keeps you in the circle of hype, kind of.
It
That
keeps
just
you-
that,
The
just that
circle of hype.
whatever this entity is that we're calling whatever this shit is that we care about.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's pop culture.
For lack of attention, or for lack of a better term, hype.
Yeah.
Keeps you in the hype.
Yeah.
I was talking to a couple comedians like New Year's Eve, and they were making fun of me because I was telling them I really fucks with Travis Scott. They were just straight up trying to shit on me. They were like, "What are you, a teenager? What are you?" And they're basically the same age as me. Like they're both. One was like is a little maybe a couple years older than me.
Yeah.
Another one's a couple years younger than me, and they were like, I don't fucking listen to Travis Scott. Are you?
Travis Scott's amazing.
But it's because they have that feeling of when they turn a certain age, and not that certain things aren't valid, or because I asked them, I was like, well, what do you guys listen to? And they said Jay-Z and Nas and that's it. And it's like, bro, like there's so much other music. It's like it's like even doing stand-up comedy, it's like, how the fuck are you supposed to be able to evolve if you just kind of stay stuck in one area?
Yeah. That's a good point. Like those guys that kind of like leave this like kid shit alone, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Also, Travis Scott's not like he's not like new.
Yeah,
he's been around for a while.
He's been around for a
so
while.
it's weird to me that someone I don't know who you were talking to,
If you
but
like Kanye.
yeah, well, that's the other thing too. That probably has a lot to do with it because a lot of people dipped out on Kanye early,
Right.
even before like the weird slave comments before the Trump shit. People dipped out on him like
On
around
Yeezus.
Yeezus or 808s was the first kind of like what the fuck is this?
First big drop off.
No, because 808 was 2008, and then he still followed it up with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. So everyone was back right in there. So
they came back in, but they also can leave. Like when you come in to see something, you can also leave earlier. Does that make sense?
Makes sense, kind of. But then he also followed it up
With Yeezus, which is
well,
like
not even. But then he went to the whole Watch the Throne shit. He was
That's
still.
true. That's true.
Watch the Throne was still up there, and that was
No, but he was wearing dresses. So some people were like, "Why is he wearing a dress?"
No, but his no, because the shit that Kanye was wearing at Watch the Throne time, even though some of it was a kilt, it still influenced some of the shit you see now.
I know. I'm not disagreeing.
So
What I'm saying is I think that kept some people from diving full back into a
I think up until Kanye, even with Yeezus, most people were still in the loop. Some people were like, this is a little much, but it's still pretty much the sound that you hear now, if that makes sense. Like Yeezus is what you hear in a sense now, with a lot of the dark melodies and all that shit that he did.
Yeah.
I think the drop off with Kanye came kind of sort of, even Life of Pablo, people were still, the younger generation for the most part fucked with Life of Pablo, I feel like.
Yeah, I think
because
Pablo was Pablo was a drop off too, though.
Pablo was a drop off.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is he still had he had the designer, and he had Kid Cudi, and he had Travis and all those guys with him. If that
Right.
that was that was like all right, this unit, Pusha T, all those guys were fucking with Kanye. The Life of Pablo, that's 2016.
That's true.
After that is when things became a little, he was
Little yikes.
a little, yes,
Little yikes.
yes. Then that.
Little yikes.
It started with the delaying albums, and then tours being canceled, and I think at that point Kanye like kind of gave way to, he had to start doing all these wild things to stay relevant,
Right.
such as Make America Great Again hats, and slavery was a choice, or
And then
slavery
not giving us a fucking album that we wanted.
there you go. So now he's on the church wave.
Yeah.
He had to do certain things, but I mean, bro, I think if you're like a fan of like Trav, or you're a fan of all the, I'm trying to think of who else, like they're all extensions. Cudi,
Yeah.
they're all extensions of They're all on the Kanye family
Absolutely.
tree.
A
So
lot of these people.
I just don't understand how people can write off. And I like I said, I mean, when I turn 50, I'm not saying I'm gonna be wearing like fucking A-Life and Supreme and all that shit, but at the same time,
A-Life is timeless.
I will wear A-Life. Forever. I will forever wear A-Life.
A-Life.
Okay.
It's A-Life, not A mid-30s. Sir.
No, but we went off on a weird thing again.
Yeah.
We could have this Kanye conversation all day.
All day.
It's such a strong debate for
But-
people who actually know who's talking about it.
Yeah, but the point is, like, if you're aware of these people who are like influence the people today, Why not dive in?
It's just so weird. So I'll read one quote that Joe said on the podcast. So if you guys want to listen to it and listen to what he says, because he also talks about the Supreme brick and when he buys Yeezys for the first time, it's $14.07.
Well, he did those a while ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Supreme brick he talked about a while ago. But yeah, go ahead.
But so what he's saying, what he's saying about the tags, he's saying, quote, they're making you soft and stupid. This is probably a plot by the Russians and the Chinese and the Iranians to make sure our kids grow dumber and dumber. This is one of those things probably started off on Instagram by one of those IRA internet research agencies.
Now, you see, I have a conspiracy, too. I think the Joe Rogan experience is made by the Chinese, Russians, and Iranians to make the kids dumber. That's what I think. How do you like that, Joe Rogan? How about you go fuck yourself, Joe Rogan?
All right, so we're starting wars with Complex and now
Complex
Joe Rogan.
and Joe, fight us, bro. Well, fight me.
The views and opinions expressed by Luke Trolesis do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions expressed by Lawrence. I don't know about Chris Cheney, but he could throw out his own disclaimer. Yo, Joe,
I'm not gonna leave my guy. You know what? I'll back you up. I'm not gonna stay. I agree with you, but if Lawrence is gonna leave you high and dry, I'll at least come to the ring with you.
Let's get clear. Let's get this clear. I'll lose. I'll lose this fight. Yeah. But I'm fighting. I'm fighting. As Ye once said, I'm not afraid to lose a fight, though. That's just the wave. Waves don't lie, baby.
Damn, what a way to wrap that topic up.
Yes, definitely. I think it's just Rogan just being out of touch in a sense with that.
Yeah.
And it's a joke. I mean, part of it is a joke. He's one of those he doesn't understand, I guess, what's going on. And Virgil's also explained, listen, hey, you cut the tag if you want, man.
I mean, I kind of think he had like a joking tone to it, but I mean, it's just funny to hear him say that, like Virgil Abloh is a Russian spy.
He's a Russian bot.
That shit is so fucking funny. All right, Lawrence, take us away. Where are we going?
Take us away, man. All right. Well, as we were beginning to record this podcast, we saw a image of the Dior Jordan 1 Los.
Yes. Which, Luke, this is the first time you saw them.
I like them way more than the highs. I don't know why. I like them more.
Just like them more, right?
They look cleaner.
They look cleaner. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Now, as I said to Lawrence, I'm still a high guy.
Right.
I'm gonna go with highs, but this one, so we're looking at a photo right now with a guy wearing them in Dior socks, and then he's got the rolled up cuff sort of khaki situation. That's a clean fucking look right there.
They're clean fucking shoes, man. They're much cleaner. Like, I feel like the lows kind of accentuate the collaboration a little bit better than the highs do, because I think the high, I don't know what it is about the highs. Maybe there's just too much going on in the uppers, but I don't know. It's just the lows look good.
So you know what's weird to me?
Yeah.
So according to this article here, it says there's 8,500 high tops that are going to be available, while only 4,700 low tops. Now, generally, when you do a shoe, right? I say generally just because of the logistics and the pricing of all the things. You would do more of the low top because it's less material,
right?
And less of the high top because it's more material. Especially with a brand like Dior, who's making this out of like Italian leather, or what the fuck it is, like this legit high price shit. It's like weird that they're almost like close to half the amount of low tops.
Right.
Which are even more interesting now is, so with the Travis, the high tops were the coveted one.
Right.
More so than the lows, but these ones probably going to be reversed because there's only 4,700.
The lows are the grails, man.
They're both going to be amazing, but I think the lows might slightly have them, man.
The lows are a little bit better. It complements the Dior swoosh a little, like the Dior swoosh feels better on the lows. I don't know.
Now the question is, I mean, who's gonna get a pair if there's only
what were we talking about?
13,000 pairs.
Well, you know what's gonna be hilarious?
What
is the Dior stores? Because I guess they're gonna be sold exclusively in Dior stores.
I think I know where you're going with
this.
What,
like the Dior stores are gonna look like the day they drop?
Oh my God!
Well, no,
no.
Yo,
Dior's about to get fucked up.
No, because what's going to happen, and that's what's going to be very interesting. And when you start seeing releases such as this, a lot of the times you have your clientele that gets their first dip. The clientele that spends a lot of money on Dior is going to have obviously first access to these.
God damn.
So if you're a person who's spending, $30,000 a year in Dior, you will have probably the opportunity. It's
you
just
will
like
get backdoored.
Well, not even backdoored. It's just one of those things where, it's like, okay, you've throughout the years have spent money on Dior. Would you like these Air Jordan 1s that, that come? It's how
I guess it's similar to any plug anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like if you hang out and you shop there a lot, it's like, you're a preferred customer now.
You're a preferred customer. It's just like Louis Vuitton. It's just I've seen so many of these. I remember when Don C did the Don C 2s, and I remember I had a plug at Barney's. He hooked me up every now and again with certain shit that would come out.
Rest
give
in
me
peace, Barney's.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. And he would give me the heads up of when things were coming out. And then I remember when the blue Don C2s were coming out, he had texted me. He was like, "Yo, bro, would you want a pair of these?" And I guess he didn't know how crazy it was gonna get. So I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, he had texted me like 3-4 weeks before they came out when they just found out they were getting them. And then as more information came out and how limited they were, he hit me up and he was like, "Unfortunately, I can't do it. They got to go to our premier Barney's customers who spend a lot of money on at Barney's for just other shit." So I'm guessing, and that's the same thing with Louis Vuitton. Like, it's kind of like if you're a person who purchases, you remember when Supreme Louis did the collab?
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude.
A lot of those people were. Now, granted, I'm not saying that if there's 13,000, 200 pairs of both the highs and the lows that are available all together, that the average Joe won't be able to get a pair or two. I'm not saying that. But what I'm also saying is it's going to be whether it's some type of raffle and what I think what the problem is with shit like that is when you deal with a raffle with a store like Dior who is not going to be used to that amount of foot traffic. Yeah. It is going to be bad.
Yeah, Dior has like 6 employees at any time.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, it's going to be so funny.
It's going to be pretty funny.
Oh, dude, come on.
He's right.
That's going to be hilarious. Dior has never
experienced
nothing like this before.
But once again, like I said, I mean, for a shoe like this, it's not going to be many pairs for people to. But 13,000 is still a decent. But now we got to figure out how many Dior stores. Yeah, I'm sure they get
the
phone calls.
Are going to be all day and all day.
Yo, y'all getting them Jordan 1s?
Like, we're not getting the Jordan 1s.
Yeah,
it's going to be like Luke at Midtown Comics when people were calling about the.
What is this Midtown Comics? Who's this place? What is this place?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I was like,
are
we hiding?
No,
when people were calling you about
about the fucking the raffle tickets for the
for the Sean.
No,
for the Sean's.
I have a Wolverine figurine if you want it.
If you want a Wolverine figure, I have that. I don't have your sneakers.
Do you like Watchmen?
I got so much Watchmen.
So we're looking at Dior
employees. I feel you.
It's going to be, like I said, I just wonder how many of these Dior stores will actually.
I'm sure it's just like.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I see the reasoning why they did this. I didn't see this before. So 8,500 is for 1985 when the one came out, and Christian Dior honors the launch of their look in 1947. So that's why there's 4,700 pairs of the low.
That's lame.
I like it now. Now that there's a reason, I like
another zero. Throw another zero on both of those.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, right. 47,000 pairs.
85,000 pairs. Come on,
fucking that'd be
85,000 Dior ones.
Of fucking Italian. That's so much. That's a waste of so many cows.
But I still think that regular people are still gonna have a shot.
We'll have a shot for sure.
I have told this to you guys before, but I'm gonna really try to get a pair of one of those.
I'm gonna try to get a pair of the lows.
This I wouldn't normally spring for something like this, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel for me.
Yeah.
So I'm really gonna try. I'm gonna try so hard.
Me too.
Yeah. Once again, like I said, what happens is even with 13,000 pairs, which isn't a bad number, but what happens is how many stores will these 13,000 pairs be spread out over, if that makes sense. So if you have, if you have 10 stores that are getting, that are splitting this, now you're looking at, that's still not bad because that's 1,000,
Right.
And then, so that's the thing. Is it 20 stores that are going to deal? That's what I think people genuinely need to look at. And
I wonder how much the lows are going to go for.
I think, that's what I was worried about, wondering too. The highs are $2,000, right?
So yeah, I mean,
allegedly
we don't know.
Yeah.
No one, there's not a real official price tag out here.
Right.
Watch, they're like $180.
Wild. The dumbest shit I've ever heard
Just
you
what?
say.
Well, no, see, once again, we don't know, but I remember the Don season. I remember speculation. People were like, "Oh, these are gonna be, $1,000 sneakers. They took the Chanel leather, and these are supposed to be, specially made, and then the retail was $350. And granted, this is a collab between Dior and Air Jordan. This isn't just but
Maybe 8 and 5.
No, I mean, it's still gonna be. I mean, if it's $2,000, I mean, you're boxing a lot of people out.
Yeah.
And not many people are gonna be able to pay $2,000 for a Jordan. See, here's the thing, not many people resellers.
Yeah.
Are going to be able to hold a $2,000 pair of sneakers.
No, because that's their whole bank account.
That's
you know what I mean? Like
that's everything.
That's everything.
That's everything.
So it's like, oh yeah, I got these sneakers for $2,000. And I got these sneakers for $2,000. It's like, all right, well, now how big is your clientele? How long can you hold a $2,000 pair of sneakers?
Yeah.
Because remember, it's like,
imagine some crazy shit comes out about Dior. Like what happened with Gucci, and all of the hype just dies after you've gotten these shoes.
Oh yeah,
and just holding a pair of $2,000 bricks. It's not gonna happen. But
I don't think you're gonna hold $2,000 bricks.
What's crazy though is I guarantee there's gonna be a handful. I'm not gonna say a lot of people are gonna do this, but because if there's raffles, right. Laura, I don't know if you've done this before, Lawrence, but I've done it where I've won a raffle and didn't have the money for the shoe.
So you outsourced?
I outsourced to. I called Mom. I was like, "Hey, look, this is going to be a wild question.
Yeah.
But do you have $200 I could get for these shoes?" But what I'm saying is, so if someone wins and then they have the ticket to get the shoe, but then they don't have the money, what do you do with that?
You get some investors.
Well,
yeah,
but
but
we're speculating that there's even going to be a raffle for
yeah,
these.
no, it's fun to speculate though.
Yeah.
Imagine going to a bank and like going to a teller and be like, "Yo, I need a loan because I just bought because I won the raffle for these Dior Jordans."
Wild.
And you come with a whole business plan. You're like, "Look, this is going to start my 2020 right." You come through now. You just show them StockX.
Look at the
go
numbers.
see. So I could buy these at 2,000, but on here they're 10.
Sell them for more.
And so I'll give you the.
I put my house on collateral. I put my house on collateral for that.
The amount of shit people are gonna try to do if they like win a ticket, or it's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. So these are the coveted Jordan 1s. I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I'm starting to feel a little bit like, I mean, I know this has been going on for the last few years, but Jordan 1s are just being hoarded out at an alarming rate to the point where I am like totally turned off by the model. It's starting to become like a Jordan, like an 11 to me.
Ooh, it's sad.
Yeah, they did have a.
They're doing 2 more colorways on the Travis Scott. A rumor.
Well, not even just the Travis Scott, but we look at like there's a pair of satin Jordan 1s that are coming out on the 18th or next week.
Oh,
they came out this week.
No, they came out.
They're coming out next week, I believe.
Where is that? I have them up somewhere. Oh,
there they are.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to come out on.
No, it came out today.
They came out today. January 11th.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it was.
No.
Let's scroll down.
Oh, 18th.
18.
Yeah, January 18th.
For 170, which that's not bad for a satin Jordan.
Yeah.
But what the problem is, then they have the new beginnings that we saw pictures of. We saw the reverse breads that so it's instead of black and red, it's red and black.
Right.
I hate the reverse, by the way.
No good.
I don't even have a problem conceptually with like reversing a color, but it's so bad when they just sell the inverted version and go like, "Hey, this is basically what you guys wanted. So if you didn't get the first one, here's this."
Just give us what we want.
Like the reverse taxis.
Yeah.
Reverse taxis are a great shoe, but don't call them reverse taxis because now I'm like, "Oh, you're trying to squeeze the taxi out of me." Yeah. Anyone who likes the taxis, you're going to get the reversed ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's bullshit. Make it a story. You guys got enough employees over there. Like, have something strung together where it makes sense. Don't just fucking reverse something and sell it to me.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, I'm starting, like I said, it's too many Jordan 1s that are coming out to the point where I know that this is the shoe that everyone goes crazy for. But to me, even when they did the shattered backboard 3.0s,
yeah.
It's just the shoe. You're giving us
Vaseline 1s.
You're giving us bullshit.
Yeah.
1s, and I'm not saying that. I know that in order for people to, you can't just release breads, royals, shadows, shattered backboards. You can't. Those are the go-tos.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't black toes. You have to give people different things.
Yeah.
But it just feels like nothing is good about nothing like these. Like I haven't batted an eye over any of the Jordan 1 releases in the past like year and a half, with the exception of maybe a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
with you.
I think SBs are kind of now that they're making a comeback, they're starting. I think it's gonna pretty much go down that same path. I showed you already. They're doing an Air Griffey mid for the SBs.
Really?
Yeah. They're already like taking colorways from other shoes, putting them on SBs.
So on a couple of different occasions, we've talked about shoes that are sort of getting a push. The Air Force One's getting a push.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jordan 1s are getting a push.
Air Maxes.
Well, I think Air Maxes are in a constant state of like flux when it comes to pushing, just
Yeah.
because of Air Max Day.
Right.
I feel like
We'll see.
leading up to spring, there's always like kind of like I'll remind you about
an
these.
increase and then a dip after.
But ones, Forces, and SBs have been getting a real big push, and I think it mostly does with anniversary shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right, dude. I think they're gonna kind of cool off after
I mean, they have.
They have
this
to.
shit. Yeah, I mean, because where else do you go? They fucking
Well, there's. I mean, to be honest with you, there's so many original Jordan 1s that haven't really come out. I remember like the Metallic series that a lot of people were, but it just feels like it's a lot, and now you got some type of story, like whether it's Sports Illustrated ones or like the whatever, all Rookie, all those Jordan 1s to me in the past like year or so have been just a little too much. But what other model is there that can be done
that much?
That effortlessly, and just so many different color blockings that actually look solid? Because when you start looking at it, the 3 is, I mean, with the exception of maybe a couple colorways, I like the 3s that are coming out for All-Star Weekend, the red cement ones.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Those are
Yeah,
nice.
those are nice. 6s, I guess.
Not even. I mean, it's Jordan 1, but it's becoming to the point where, like I said, it's every color that we thought we would never see or we thought would be like fakes.
Yeah.
Are just here.
coming out now.
Just coming out.
We should just start making colorways for Jordan 1s and see what comes out. You know? I don't know. You guys got any colors that you want to use? How about an aquamarine and red? Let's see if that comes out in the next year. I'm sure they'll announce it next week because everybody fucking listens and steals our ideas.
We've gotten we called a couple good ones.
We called the insole, the hype insoles.
Yeah.
We've called the what else have we called? The 5s. We called those.
Yeah, we called a bunch of shit.
We called the 5s, dog.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty good at calling stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the Discord and the main core listeners have recognized that.
Yeah.
Because a couple of people have been like, what do you know that we don't?
Yeah.
Nothing. We're just 3 idiots there with microphones.
Yeah.
Really.
I ain't calling myself an idiot.
No.
No, but even with the insole shit, dude, it's like they're coming out with these Air Force Ones that have React technology in the insole.
Yeah.
So they took the React out of the actual sole of the shoe. They'll put it in an Air Force One, but since they don't want to really like mess with the force, they'll just put it in the insole and say it's React.
Wild. They're not doing anything. What are you doing, Nike?
I mean, they do this with all forces, though. Like, that's how you got Lunar Force. They'll take the new technology and somehow apply it to
the
but they've never done an insole,
No.
at least to my knowledge. Do you know of any insole shit?
No.
Nope.
Dr. Scholl's was the only insole that had any hype to it at all. Damn. They're like, yeah, we'll scoop that back up.
Yep.
I mean, what do you
They
think
look-
about these, though, El?
Yeah, they look
These
cool.
React Force Ones.
I mean, I won't be wearing them, but I think, Air
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Air Force Ones are classics, and I'm sure with the advancement in technology, it makes the sneaker a lot better. But I won't be.
No.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
React is some of the most comfortable technology out there, but
I will say they do look comfy.
too much branding, too much.
I mean, how many... where are they going to go? They're really... So, the whole thing with shoes in general...
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Is that a drink?
Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
Beer, you want a beer?
Maybe. I'm good.
Okay. You can get you one.
Drink the beer.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Just go ahead. People are listening.
No, fucking... So, the whole thing with sneakers is, since their conception, the whole thing was to get them lighter
Yeah.
and like not thinner, but a little more streamlined.
Right.
Mhm.
Now we're at the point where we're wearing feathers on our feet.
Right.
Where else do you go with sneakers? That's why like fucking Balenciaga's melting them. Yeah, that's why like the holes in shoes. You're wearing fucking zip ties on them. It's like getting to the point where like we kind of nailed the sneaker. Can we just keep them consistent? But I guess it comes back to your point where it's like now we're only getting ones.
Yeah.
Because they perfected the shit out of the ones.
Yes.
The ones had a real rough couple years there where you could barely wear them.
They figured them out.
Yes, the earlier edition, but then remember the ones went through the stretch where from 2001 to 2013 basically they went through where they weren't really hoard out.
Yeah.
You if you got a one, you weren't getting Nike Air on it. So so now it just feels like every Tom, Dick, and Harry Jordan 1 has Nike Air, and it's like, okay,
yeah,
that was part of what made the brand or that model very exclusive. Honestly, I feel what needs to come back is a pair of Jordan 2s.
Yeah, I was thinking 2s might be the
I
way.
like Air Force 2s.
Oh.
I mean, different strokes for different folks. But
Air Force 2 is a good model that I think was slept on.
I wore Air Force 2s in college, and people used to make fun of me like, "What the fuck are those?" Well, I was like, "That's the shit." Force 2s.
I think Air Force 2s are. I don't know. That's just me, but
Jordan 2s are an amazing shoe, in the Chicago colorway, and
I got already what I want. I got my SBs back. I'm happy.
All right. Well, are you happy that the women's Jordans are bringing back their first ever women's sneaker?
Yeah, it's for my Asian baby girls.
For the Asian baby girls.
It's for my girls. This will be great. My ladies will love them.
These are over 20 years old. And I don't think they're gonna have an extended release size up to a 13, which translates to a men's 11.5. Well, I still can't do them because
you got big ass feet.
Big ass feet.
But you know what they say about big feet.
You can't buy women's sneakers.
That's right.
That's what they say.
That's exactly what they say. That's right.
I remember that.
They go, if you have a large men's foot, not going to fit in a woman's.
Not going to fit in a woman's. There's no way.
I think this is cool, though. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's the Jumpman OG, where it looks like they gave a woman a 13 and go, do whatever you want with it, and then that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who rocked them first. Was it Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper? I'm trying to think who.
These are actually real
Lisa
nice.
Leslie.
They're very clean.
Ooh, it might have been Leslie, now that you say that.
I'm trying to think who was the first.
Leslie.
Well, come on. They look like a Jordan 13 for women.
Yeah, they are. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they figured it out.
I mean, they're kind of fly. Now, wait, all right, so Lawrence, you have an out since you can't actually get these to wear, but what would you think about a guy wearing these? Because I think they're actually kind of tight.
Yeah, I think they're tight, too.
Yeah.
I think these are way better than 13,
Yeah.
to be honest.
For 140, too.
And 140 is not bad.
140 is pretty fair.
I don't know if
We're going to cop.
yeah, for all the Asian baby girls.
For all the Asian baby girls.
We're going to cop it for you.
Yeah.
I like them a lot, so I think they're cool. I don't know why they have to, like... There's such a weird thing going on because it's like women are equal, but also we're doing all this stuff for you again. It's wait, pick a side, guys.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Chris. Get off your soapbox.
I'm just saying, like, are we equal or are we doing stuff just for them? It's just weird.
Okay.
I'm not even saying I
It
have
goes
an
up to an
opinion.
11.5.
I don't care that they're re-releasing a women's shoe,
Yeah,
but
no,
as
no,
far
no.
as like the brand model of the company,
Yeah.
it's like
Listen, if it's fitting Asian dudes' feet, it's basically for everybody.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
if they make it a 9.5,
If they make a 9.5 men's, it's basically for everybody. It's just like it's got women's, whatever, you know.
yeah, so they come out like next weekish, the 16th for 140. It's pretty cool. I
Did
like
you
it.
want to talk about those those wings?
Oh, yeah, you know what I did.
Because you were getting pretty excited about them. And
Well,
I don't know
this
why.
is probably only exciting to me. So you guys can cut me off whenever you want.
I don't like Jordan 10s, but you can go ahead, kill it.
Okay.
No, because it's not about the 10.
Okay.
So this is the second time. So all right. So the Wings Air Jordan 10 is coming out in April.
Uh-huh.
And the Wings part of it actually isn't that big of a deal because it's just a little tab right now.
Uh-huh.
But when you think of Jordan, you also associate Wings, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are creating a new branding element with the Wings part of it, which is
Uh-huh.
exciting to me because you're saying you're getting tired of shit like ones, right? you're sick and tired of like the kind of shit they've been pumping out right now. Wings is going to be a whole new like section of branding for the company.
Okay.
So I just like how they're starting to slowly, because I forget what the other one was. Was it 12 that came out? Yeah. First introduced in the 12, and now they're doing a 10. It's just like it's a Wings branded thing. So it's not actually that big of a deal. The shoe itself is kind of weird. It's a white shoe, but it has like weird pop colors of green, red, and like this weird silver. It has ice bottom. It's not like that astounding of a shoe itself, but they're fucking pushing the Wings part of it.
Yeah.
So in the same way we have like the swoosh shit, same way we have Jumpman shit, we could have some cool wing shit. And that to me just gets exciting from a branding standpoint, because you guys know, design nerd, I like the branding shit to it.
Right. I see where you're coming from. I think this could be exciting new push forward for the Jordan brand.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, because like if everyone's wearing all the old shit,
right,
and they start making wing shit, you get on the shit early. Like I'll be a wing guy.
You'll be a wings guy. Just like you were a Lean Ings guy before.
Which Lean Ing is also still crushing it too.
Yeah,
when are people going to get on board with the Lean Ing train? I have no idea. But they're fucking murdering.
Never
it.
get on it, but
the new shoe they're coming out with has fucking like LEDs in it.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
What? I'm serious, Al.
Can I see those?
You didn't see these yet? Oh, let me find it. I think it's
that
this
one.
guy.
Yeah, no. There we go. Ooh, little flashlights in the front. That's kind of stupid.
Don't call them flashlights.
There, I said flashlights.
Oh,
bro.
you said flashlight.
Well, that's on you. Little flashlights on your feet so that you could make other people's shoes faster. I don't know, man. You could make them in the dark.
I think they're just cool. They don't have a lot of function, and I'm not going to buy them or wear them, but I think that's a fucking cool concept.
Listen, it's a start.
It looks like a dad shoe, to be honest.
It's a start. I'll tell you what.
This is like orthopedic nightlight wear.
Yeah. L, thoughts?
I think they're terrible.
Thank you, L.
They're so terrible. I had to get up and stretch. Like they are terrible.
I thought Lawrence I thought you were gonna leave the room.
I thought he was leaving the room.
I was like,
too.
yo, where the fuck is he going?
He was about to be like, I'm done with this podcast.
He talk about fucking lean.
Yeah,
stop talking about leanings.
I mean, let's go forward to maybe something that Lawrence would like to talk. And I guess there's going to be some new fogs coming out.
New fogs. You like the fogs?
Next month, supposedly.
We like fogs. What color are we going to get this time?
Multicolor, off black. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Off noir.
Yeah.
String and oatmeal. The fuck? These are just. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's like a black oatmeal color, if I'm correct. I saw like a mock-up. I don't know how true that mock-up is, but they're not bad.
No, they're not bad at all, man.
They're not bad. I mean, just it's so interesting that we what we thought Fear of God Nike was gonna do is just it's almost like you can get oatmeal Fear of God ones for retail or slightly above retail.
Really? I might get them.
Seriously,
you should.
I might. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got the fucking shits on right now.
These beaters on. At this point.
Yeah, man. You're gonna try to get these low?
It depends on how they look. You know, when I see the full.
Yeah.
Like when I see the actual image.
Me too.
Yeah, that's cool.
I might be down though.
More Yeezys.
More Yeezys. That's right. Triple blacks coming out soon. We just another look at them.
We just got Yeezy after Yeezy coming out.
That's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Adidas
is gonna be fine with the Yeezy shit.
Yeah.
Even with their loss of
Kylie Jenner.
They lost. Oh,
they'll be fine.
Heavy hit.
Did she do a single thing for that company?
No, she didn't.
She's like, I'm
She
here
didn't
now.
she just took a check. All right, so moving on to now Kylie Jenner being the sneaker whore of the decade. She went to Puma, got a check. Went to Adidas, got a check, and now she's online fucking
wearing what the dunks.
Yo,
what the dunks?
I mean,
looking like a snack.
I will be very honest and say I did not notice she was wearing these when I first looked at this picture.
Nah, I peeped that. I saw that.
Yeah, you peeped it? You went right to the feet first, Al? Is that the first thing you looked at in this photo? Or her in this orange off-white holy jumpsuit?
It's holy, all right.
I don't know if it's really off-white, but this is something Virgil would make. Just add holes to something skin tight.
What happened to this girl?
I don't know, man.
Oh. God damn.
Hold up for 1 second.
I'm holding.
Yeah, man, no shit, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, now she's just going to be wearing Nikes. This is what they,
Do you think she tries to get a Nike deal, though? I think she's kind of done with sneaker deals. I don't think anyone's.
I
Gonna
think
throw
she
her a
just
check.
tries to get a deal to just wear exclusive. Like, I think that was the deal with the Adidas. Is it just like she'd wear exclusively Adidas when she's out in public, right?
I don't know.
I mean, that's
the only thing I really remember is that she signed to Puma, and then the only reason why I even knew that is because Kanye was tweeting like, "Yo, we don't fucking fuck with Puma. This is a we're an
This
Adidas,
is Adidas family."
And then I thought Jay's relationship to Puma was like helping create tension. This was like me in my room, like trying to put all the needles in the fucking same haystack. That doesn't even make any sense.
No, I get it. Like me and Joe Rogan making everybody dumber. Fight me, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly. No, so I was thinking like tensions were building or whatever, and then she just went to Adidas, and then Beyonce's at Adidas, and I was just like, oh, everything's fine. No one cares. It's all for a check.
Yeah.
And now she's over here wearing like $5,000 shoes with barely any clothes on.
Yeah, could you scroll up a little bit? Nice.
That's her closet, though.
That's her closet?
Yeah, she's not in a store. That's her closet.
That is well organized.
Yeah, and very color coordinated.
Very color coordinated. She paid somebody to do that.
Absolutely.
There's no way she
Imagine
does that.
having that much money.
So you could, oh my God, I can't even imagine.
To have someone fucking organize your closet?
That'd be nice.
First off, you have a closet that needs organizing. It's big enough where you need to pay someone, and then you actually pay someone to do it?
Yeah, and then you can pay somebody to do it.
Oh,
and then you still go outside with holes in your shirt.
That is just nuts.
Oof,
I mean, come on. That's
nuts
fucking...
nuts, so.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this weekend Bape collab that dropped today. There was nothing really impressive about it. Not a single damn thing is impressive about it. I fucking hate it. Let's scroll down a little bit.
It's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, it's don't buy anything from it. This is like.
It's just XO branded Bape shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's dumb.
It's fine.
It's dumb. I did come up with a new idea for merch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So if you scroll down to or keep scrolling through the pictures, rather, through the lookbook.
Yeah.
They did have, keep going. There was a pair of track pants that I liked a lot. Where are they? Where the F? There they are. All right. So you know how, like, this one has the Bape logo across the crotch?
Yeah.
We were all saying in the Discord how we don't like that at all. Right.
Okay.
But
it's bad.
But, you know, I think our listeners would make an exception.
Shut up, boomer.
I think our listeners would make an exception if there was a Sup Podcast logo that just goes down, but it doesn't go across the crotch. It goes down the crotch on one leg, so you know your branding is your big dick. I'm just saying, man.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. That's the new idea. Is Sup Podcast logo across the.
I don't think there's enough people with big enough dicks to make that. It's more like I just peed myself sup pants.
No.
It calls attention to where you would pee your pants.
No, absolutely not. Here, I'll make a mock-up right now.
No, you're not peeing on my pants.
I'm not peeing. No, it's a Sup
Pee on his
Podcast
pants.
across.
Pee
No,
on his
don't
pants.
pee on my pants.
Yeah, no. It's a Sup Podcast across the thing. Hold on, give me 1 second.
No, don't unzip. No, what are you doing?
Life is good.
Keep your pants
Life
on.
is good. Life is good.
What's
So
happening?
that's what I'm saying, man. You just put it across the crotch, like down the crotch, as opposed to across the crotch, and it'll be like, ooh, that's where his penis is right there, where it says Sup. It just says Sup, really big, you know.
You know what's fucked
Where
up?
the crotch
Is the Victoria's Secret pink on the ass?
Yeah.
This is the male equivalent.
It's the
to
male
that.
equivalent is putting it on the front.
Bape on your dick is the same thing as pink on your ass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Somebody write that down. That's a good line. Bape on your dick.
That might be the title of the episode.
Bape
on your dick
That's a
is
verse,
like
dog.
pink on your ass.
Or life is good.
Or life is good.
Or life is good.
Or I'll just make it the whole the whole title is gonna be
or
life is good.
Or the views are expressed by Luke Trevisi are not shared by Lawrence Deloach. I'm a backstabber. Nobody fucking. I will never stand by my boy.
Fuck that. Y'all, you shot at me like a couple episodes ago. You turned on me.
One time.
Oh,
One
no.
time.
Oh no.
Oh, you have not been supporting me since day one.
Oh no. What do we do?
Oh,
The family's fighting.
Oh
The
shit.
teenager's rebelling.
Oh shit.
Lawrence, it's okay.
I don't want to live in this house anymore.
He's just going through puberty finally, so we just have to adjust to his
You
new
guys
attitude.
shut up. Fuck you.
You know what? I feel like we're roasting Luke, but we're not roasting Luke as much as Twitter's roasting Balenciaga's new Zen sneakers.
Yeah, these got torn up on Twitter.
Yeah, they got torn the fuck up.
So these are now like the new triple S as far as dumb looking sneakers that people are making fun of.
I mean,
Although-
just get the Pumas at this point. They just look like Pumas.
These look like golf shoes,
Yeah.
kind of golf bowling. Like these are fucking just $550 badge shoes.
Yes.
These remind me of when I was in high school. We used to wear these Diesel sneakers, and they look just like shitty Diesel sneakers.
Yeah, they
You
do.
remember those Diesel sneakers?
I do remember those Diesel sneakers. My friend had bought a pair of those too, and he was like, we all roasted him for them because they look so dumb.
They look like Umbros.
Yeah, man.
It's just funny because I guess what this is, they're just making a very expensive bad shoe. That's like, it's really all it is. There's nothing great about the shoe. I mean, Europeans probably love this shit because it's like, Europeans love comfortable looking fast things.
Yes, we like to spend money on things we don't need. This is not good.
This is not okay.
This is not okay.
Yeah, man. Balenciaga,
take it easy.
if they had a meeting where a guy was like, all right, look, let's just make really dumb sneakers for people who listen to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yes.
Then they're nailing it.
Oh. That's not a bad idea, honestly. I'd be in for that too. Next week I gotta make an ugly shoe.
Yeah, man, but these are a dumb shoe. So Balenciaga did it again. They went from making the chunkiest sneaker and starting that whole thing to now doing the complete opposite and making a slip-on golf soccer shoe that looks like a Puma Umbro Walmart sneaker.
No bueno.
For $5. But this one's $550.
Ridiculous.
But I think, is that everything?
That's pretty much everything.
Pretty much
man.
everything, man.
Was there anything else? No.
Nah, I think we did a great job.
I think we did a great job today, boys.
I think this was a very exciting pod.
I think this is the one. This is the one that'll blow up once Joe Rogan hears it.
Once Joe Rogan listens to us and then mentions us on his podcast,
and I say, the Asian one wanted to get in a fight with me,
which I hope one of our friends is on at the same time.
Yeah. Like,
that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great. Fantastic.
Yo, everyone, at Joe Rogan and say fight Luke.
Yeah. Everybody do that.
Jesus Christ.
Tell him to fight Luke. Clip the part of the episode where.
Also, again, the views of the podcast don't reflect Lawrence in any way.
I mean, put that on the back of a T-shirt. Put that on the back of a sub podcast T-shirt. The views expressed by Luke Gervisi are not supported by Lawrence Deloach. I will let Chris Chaney.
And Chris is just there.
I will let Chris Chaney make his own statement.
Go Luke.
Yeah.
Thanks, dog.
All right. I mean, you guys already know what to do, but if this is your first time listening, please, you could go to our Instagram. You can text or email the show, subpodcastnyc@gmail.com. There's a phone number on our Instagram at subpodcastnyc where you can leave us a voicemail or text us, like I just said. Email, at NotThatCheney, at Trevisus, at LZD325. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. Go on the Discord. Probably the big thing, though, is Discord. Go on the Discord because that seems like where we're having the most fun out of everybody.
Yeah. Also, review the podcast if you can. 5-star it. If
5-star. Call Luke a girl. I'll send you a shirt.
That's true. That's a contract thing.
I've sent a shirt out.
Yeah,
he sent a shirt out.
I sent a shirt to somebody who called you a girl.
Free shirts. We're just giving them away to just ruin my masculinity.
Yo, also, if you're in New York on January 28th, pull up to the Village Lantern.
That's right.
Sold out.
Yeah. Sold out Tuesday.
Sold out Tuesday at the Village Lantern at 7:30. It was at 8, but in 2020 they switched up the schedule, so now it's at 7:30.
7:30. Don't be late.
Who's hosting the next one? We have someone hosting for us.
Chris from Brooklyn from High Society Radio.
Oh yeah. So if you know High Society Radio or Chris from Brooklyn, I guess he has a gig coming up, so we said he could host because he wanted hosting shit, like whatever. So he's gonna be around. He's gonna host for us, but we're all doing spots and we're hanging out. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Also, $4 Rataburgers.
That's true. So you guys already know the deal. And thanks for listening. You guys are the shit, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Peace.